This is going to be a really quick one, but I actually think it's really, really important. The music I choose to listen to is key to how productive I am while I'm editing or writing. And this year I've actually thought a lot about this, and I think I found something that works for me. The answer is NordVPN. I'm kidding. The answer is different depending on what kind of work I'm doing. I used to sit down, open up Notion, open up Resolve, whatever I'm working in, and then I would open my music app and then just be bouncing between my work and the music app, constantly picking new songs, queuing new songs, just based on whatever I wanted to listen to at the time. This is actually a really fun method, and I still do this sometimes, but it's actually really distracting, I found. I have a tiny, tiny attention span, and I get distracted super easily. And more often than not, I would just end up reading the bio of like Jaco Pastorius on Apple Music or something. Which, by the way, whoever writes all the copy for Apple Music is an absolute poet and deserves a raise. Serene vocals float above churning grooves while spiky guitar riffs stab at candy floss melodies. Goodness! I'll still cue songs occasionally if I'm doing light work, but never when I'm trying to really focus. And also, I've found that I have to be listening to instrumental music, which I guess goes without saying for most people. I'll test this theory every once in a while and throw in a song with vocals, and without fail, every single time halfway through, I am completely distracted. So logically, the next step would be to listen to albums and playlists instead. And this is much better because you can cue albums instead of individual songs, and now you have hours without needing to go back to your music app. But the problem is, I'm still probably gonna do it. I'm still gonna get distracted and, cue a song that doesn't belong in an album, or skip a song, or abandon an album halfway through and skip to another one, and you'll still probably find me reading Jaco's bio somehow. This brings me to the solution. NordVPN. I'm kidding, gosh. My solution came in the form of a beautifully designed app called Endel. By the way, I'm not sponsored by them, and they have no idea I'm making this video. I think I found Endel through the App Store because it was featured, and before I even knew what the app did, I was honestly really blown away by their visuals. I think their branding is super cool. You should check it out sometime. But Endel uses AI to create soundscapes based on the situation you're in, which sounded interesting to me, but I was honestly kind of skeptical. But I downloaded a trial because they won me over with the visuals, of course. And here I am after literally hours and hours and hours, probably hundreds of hours of listening to tell you about it. When I sit down at my laptop, the first thing I do is open Endel, which doesn't actually function as a window, but instead an icon at the top of your menu bar. I click on Endel, I choose what I want, and it will literally go forever, and I don't have to touch it again. If I'm doing audio work, I'll open it up and turn the volume down or something, but that's about it. I don't even use that many soundscapes. I only bounce between like 4 of them. If it's earlier in the day or I'm working, I'm usually hitting dynamic focus, which you can actually tune if you want to adjust the sound. Endel talks about a lot of neuroscience that goes behind each soundscape to make them effective, and in my experience, they all, in fact, do exactly what they're supposed to do. Dynamic focus thrives on a steady pulsing beat with fluttering synths and sounds all over the place, but I never find it too distracting. Sometimes if I'm feeling overstimulated, I'll pop over to relax, which has no percussion and is mostly just a nice full pad. If I'm feeling really, really overstimulated, I'll pop over to natural and listen to thunder or rain or a forest breeze. I've traveled before and had trouble sleeping without white noise, and I'll turn on the sleep soundscape, and that's really amazing. All the sleep soundscapes are super cool. Most importantly, music has dropped off of the list of things that distract me while I'm working, and actually now it kind of helps me focus. I just open up Endel and I press like one button and I'm done for the entire day. And I know that everybody's different, and maybe you thrive on lots of different genres and lyrics and constant changing, and you don't get too distracted by that. I totally respect that. But if you're like me, you should give Endel a try and put in the comments if it helped you out. I would absolutely love if this helped even one person's workflow day to day. But anyway, I guess that's all I wanted to say today. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.